Hello, welcome to today's Brain Meet Body class. Greetings from India. I'm at the Sattva Yoga Academy at the foothills of the Himalayas. I hope that you can feel the Indian vibes coming at you through the ethers here. Today's class is called Be Light. So in this day and age, life can be overwhelming, very heavy, especially if we look at what's going on in the world. So important to cultivate this essence of lightness in our spirit, in our body, and in our mind, so that we can move through the world with purpose and with intention. And so we're going to do that, put that into our body, into our cells through intentional movement and breath. So we're actually going to start seated today. So you can always sit on something, a block or a bolster or a pillow. You just want to feel rooted down into your sit bones and reaching up through the crown of your head. Putting in your mind's eye that triple S that we practice in LYT Yoga with the back of our skull, shoulder blades, and sacrum lining up. And just close your eyes and bring your hands together in front of your heart. And we're going to start with a Om, the primordial sound, and I'd like for you to pay attention to how the Om moves from the back of your tongue to the front of your mouth. So take a nice breath in. Om. Open your eyes, bring your hands onto your thighs, and just take a nice breath in through the nose. Hold at the top for a moment, and then open your mouth and let it out. Do that again, take another breath in, and then get a little more air in. Hold. Open your mouth. And this time we're going to add the shoulders. Take a breath in. Shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Take a little more air in. Hold. Let the shoulders drop, exhale. Good. And then coming down onto our back. So starting as we do in that way, just like a baby starting on its back, getting itself strong enough to roll over and eventually get on its hands and knees, we're going to build those deep core muscles to help us move with integrity. So first, connecting again to your triple S, rock your knees from side to side and just feel the weight in your sacrum at the base of your spine. Feel your shoulder blades connecting to the floor. You might lift them up and draw them slightly together, and then feel the back of your skull. If your chin has to jut up for the back of your skull to get on the floor, you can always put a blanket or a small pillow under your head. And then bringing your hands so that the heels of the palms are resting on your low ribs and your fingers are reaching towards your belly button. We're just going to feel the core start to kick on as we lift our left knee and then set that foot down. Lift your right knee. So we're just marching here, feeling the weight staying equal in the sacrum and feeling the core turning on a bit and letting this be light. So letting the foot lift and lower with a control of the ascent and descent so the foot lands softly. Start to feel your rib cage expanding into the floor beneath you as you breathe in. And exhaling, feeling things contract to squeeze the air out. Good, and then keeping both feet down, letting the heels of your hands slide down to the hip points. So those, if you can't feel them, conk around with fists to feel those bony protrusions in the front. Let the heels of the hands rest there. Connect to the tripods in your feet. So lift all 10 toes. Feel the big ball mound, pinky ball mound, and heel really rooting down, making that stable triangle, and let your toes come back down. Take a breath in. Squeeze around your sit bones and lift up into your hands. So this is a low bridge here. So not putting this into your low back, but feeling your butt muscles, your glutes turning on. And then heel toe your feet just a little closer together. You can always stay right here if this feels like plenty of work, feeling the belly drawing in. Or you can start to lift your right knee, not letting that right hip point drop, feeling the left glute and hamstring kick on, and set it down. So marching here, lift the left knee. And you're using your hands. You can either have hands or fist on those hip points to make sure that the hip of the leg that's lifting does not droop down. Keep the front low ribs drawing into the body push the floor away through the foot that's on the ground. And have a lightness here. So even though this is working, we still are maintaining that control of the ascent and descent, lightly landing the feet. Keep reaching the tailbone towards the top of the mat. Good. And then the next time that the right knee is lifted, keep it there. Swivel the shin over the leg. Let the ankle come on top of the left thigh. Reach the right kneecap forward. Squeeze the left and right glute. And then switch. Right foot down. Left knee lifts. Cross. Reach the tailbone towards the top of the mat. So you're not feeling this in the low back. It's your butt working. And then set that foot down. Take one more breath in. And exhale, draw the belly in to slowly roll the spine all the way back down until that weight lands in the base of the spine again. Hands come behind the head, turning on our core more. Draw the elbows in, take a breath in. Exhale, lift the shoulder blades off the mat. Gaze at your thighs, lift your right knee over your right hip. Set it down, left, set it down. Keep that low belly drawing in so there's no pooching of the belly here. Right knee lifts, left knee lifts. Set it down and then inhale and lower. Exhale, pull the front ribs in and down. Lift the shoulder blades and even squeeze a little bit around the sit bones. Right knee lifts. Set it down so the pelvis isn't moving. It's just the hips hinging. So we're doing 4 marches here. Set it down lightly, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Adding a little twist now, so as the right knee lifts, turn to the right. It's a small turn. Set it down and turn to the left, lift the left knee. And then switch 2 more times. To the right and to the left. Nice, inhale, lower. Exhale, pull in and down, lift. Squeezing towards the spine, lift the left knee, turn to the left. Set it down. Lift the right knee, turn to the right. Set it down. Feel the weight staying in the sacrum, so the low back is not pushing into the floor. Turn to the right. Inhale and lower. Turning this into a bicycle now. Exhale, consolidate, pull in and down. The right knee lifts, turn to the right, and then extend the left leg to hover off the ground, and then switch. And switch, and switch. Both feet down, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Last one, consolidating towards the center. Lift the left knee, right leg extends, twist to the left, and switch to the right. Supporting the weight of the head. Switch, feeling the weight in the sacrum. Last one, switch. Both feet down, inhale and release. Take a breath out your mouth. Take your arms into a cactus shape out on the floor. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees fall to the right. Start to lightly engage around your left sit bone. So again, not going into the low back, but feeling the left kneecap move towards the top of the mat. The front of the left hip stretches. And then let it come up through center. Let the knees fall over to the left. Drive down into the inside of the right foot. Giving those hips a little release. Come back to center. Beautiful. Okay, rock and roll or push off to one side to move into quadruped now on hands and knees. So this is the crawling stage of the baby's development, right? So we're rewiring these good optimal movement patterns in these deep neural pathways that we started with. So heels of the hands are right underneath the shoulders. Knees are snugged up underneath the hips. Think about the back of the skull, shoulder blades and sacrum lining up again. And then we're doing the same thing here. So you might walk your knees a little bit more together and then just lift the right sole of the foot towards the sky without letting your belly drop. So keep drawing the belly towards the low back. Squeeze your right sit bone and then set it down. And then left foot towards the sky. So again, we're doing this marching in a new position, going from side to side, noticing how much you lean to the side that has 2 points on the floor, trying to really keep the low back and sacrum level Keep drawing the front ribs in, keep lifting the face away from the floor, and then keep the right foot lifted and extend the left arm forward. And then add little pulses of the left thumb and the right foot towards the sky. Tiny pulses, feeling the right glute squeeze, feeling that line of energy, and then extend the right leg back, hold it here, draw up towards the belly, and then left hand down, right knee down. Take a little cat-cow, let the shoulder blades draw together, take your gaze just a little bit forward, lift the tail, inhale, and then exhale, push the floor away, spread the mat from left to right with your hands, spread your shoulder blades, draw the belly in, relax the back of the neck. Come back to that neutral position, and then here we go again, left foot lifts, set it down, right foot lifts. So you really have to work your brain here to keep from letting the belly drop, to keep those ribs contained, to keep the triple S in line. And then keep the left sole of the foot lifted towards the sky. Lean into that left hand a little bit, reach the right arm forward, add those little pulses of the left foot and the right arm. And then keep the right arm straight, reach the left leg back without letting that left hip rotate open. And then right hand down, left knee down. We're gonna take a dolphin now or a down dog. So dolphin to get us really spacious in the whole back line of the body. Forearms come down, elbows are more narrow than the shoulders. Hands press together, or they press down into the floor. Relax the back of the neck. Draw the front ribs and belly in, push the floor away through your forearms, and then lift the knees. Walk the feet in a bit, keep the knees soft. They can be very deeply bent. Keep pressing down through the elbows and forearms, relax the back of the neck. Walk the feet a little closer together. You can stay right here or lift the right leg to hip level. Bend the knee, and then let that right knee start to drift open to the right. Externally rotating that hip without lifting the whole pelvis. Keeping the right and left hip point that we were conking earlier with our fists level with each other. Take a breath in, and then exhale, set it down. Keep pushing the floor away, and then lift the left leg hip level. Bend at the knee, the heel comes towards the butt. Keep the pelvis stable, and then start to draw the left knee out to the left. Feel the left glute kicking on. Take a breath in, and then exhale, set it down. Lower your knees, take a moment in child's pose, set your hips back. You can take a prayer position with your hands overhead. You can let the forehead rest on a block or the floor. Breathe into the side and back of your body. Maybe letting it out your mouth. Beautiful. Okay, we are ready to move a bit bigger now. Step to the top of the mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. So again, back of your skull, shoulder blades, sacrum, line up. Softness in the knees, all 10 toes point forward. We're gonna do something called levitating light body. So palms face behind you. As you inhale, you start to reach your arms forward and up and lift off of your heels. As you exhale, you lower the heels, sit back into a chair pose. So you're hinging in your hips, sitting your back butt, your butt back, and then letting your arms sweep back and down. Coming up, moving slowly, pushing the floor away through the ball mounds of your feet, lifting and lowering, sweeping it back. So letting this be slower than what your automatic pace is, letting it be a little meditative, inhaling and exhaling. 2 more times, inhale and exhale. With this last one, just imagine you're clearing whatever needs to be cleared from your energetic space, kind of sweeping it forward and up. And then exhale, sweeping it back and away. One more time just to lift off the heels. Hold it here for a moment. Bring the hands together overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, the hands come down through your heart. Let the heels lower. Sit back into the hinge of your hips. And hands touch down. Step the right foot back. Lower the right knee. You can always put a blanket under your knee if you need, or a block. Come on up. Hip is over the knee. Right glutes fired up. Circle your arms forward, thumbs lead. And then exhale through a cactus position, feeling that openness in your heart as you draw the elbows down. Inhale, reach forward and up. And exhale. So this lightness, this grace with your movements. Inhale. So even though we're structured and we have some rigidity, there's still this essence of light. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, feel the shoulder blades lightly draw together without pushing the ribs forward, but opening the heart. Hands come forward and down. Front foot moves to the back. Walk your knees back. You're in a kneeling plank, lining up your triple S at this angle. Draw the belly in, squeeze around your sit bones. Stay firm as you bend the elbows. Keep the heads of the arm bones away from the floor, not dipping. And then once you're down, press the pubic bone down. Pull the hands back energetically. Lift your heart. Gaze stays under your nose. And then exhale, lower. Get firm around the spine and the pelvis. Push the floor away, downward facing dog. Walk your feet in a little bit. Have softness in your knees. Heels can be high, and then pedal your feet out. Find stillness for a moment. Take a breath in. Push the floor away through your hands, and then as you exhale, step your right foot forward, lower your left knee. Here we are on the other side. Hip over the knee. Arms reach forward, circle, and exhale, down. Left glutes fired up. Inhale, arms reach forward. Exhale. 2 more times. Inhale. Maybe put a smile on your face, even if you don't want to. See how that automatically changes something. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale down, lift the heart a bit. And then hands come forward, step the back foot to meet the front. Inhale, reach forward and up. And then exhale, hinge again. This time we step the left foot back. We come into a crescent lunge. So step the left foot back, soften that knee, and then lift up, really pressing down through the front heel. Feel that the pelvis is level, so it's not tipping forward, but the pubic bone and those 2 hip points are level with each other. Left glute fires up. Same thing with the arms, reach forward and up. And then exhale, and we're gonna add on, because it's so good to stand on one foot. So inhale, reach, exhale, pull down, and then as we reach forward, we stand on that right foot, lift the left knee forward, and then step it back into crescent lunge, into like a split squat, so letting that back knee bend, elbows come down. Inhale, a lightness with this. Exhale, so how soft can you be? How graceful can you be? Inhale, feeling that tripod of your right foot, feeling it connect to your right glute. One more time, inhale. Hold it here in your standing balance, reach up. And then we're opening to the left to come into this wide-legged stance, to feel lightness, to get some plyo, to get our lymphatic system some love. We're skater hopping, pushing the floor away through the big toe mounds, bringing the hands behind the head, lifting up, pushing away and lifting up through the crown of the head. Still thinking about the triple S, how light can you be in your feet? Let the heart rate get a little faster. Feel your body getting a little shake. So good. For 3 and 2 and 1. Stay wide with your feet. Turn back to the front. Come onto the ball mound of the back foot. Left hand comes down to a block or the floor. Block is there if you're rounding a lot to get down. Lean into that left hand. Take your right hand to the back left glute. Keep it lifted in line with the right hip as you turn your chest to the right. Relax the left ear towards the left shoulder. Reach the right arm up. You can stay right here, or you can turn this into a supported side plank. So you roll onto the knife edge of the back foot and heel toe this right foot down in front of your belly. It's pointing out to the side. Final option is to reach your right arm over your right ear. Feel lightness, so the whole body is working to support this shape. You can look down underneath your nose. Good. And then we're going to turn all the way back to that left side of the mat. So staying low for side lunges. Sitting back into the hip creases. So the knees might go a little forward, but it's all about sitting back into your glute and then pushing yourself up and over with that glute. You can keep your hands down, or you can bring them behind your head for a little feedback to make sure you're staying in line with your spine. Working the legs a little bit more. Getting these inner thighs, lateral seams some love. Turn back to the front of the mat, downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out, take a few breaths. Equal weight in hands and feet. Really pushing the floor away so you feel those shoulder blades gliding up your back ribs. And then on your next exhale, we'll step the left foot forward, soften the right knee, then lift up. Orient yourself here, rib cage right over pelvis, arms circle forward, inhale, exhale, pull them down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, adding on. As we inhale, we lift the back knee forward, standing balance, feel that left foot tripod. Exhale, step it back. How graceful, how light can you be? You can slow it down as much as you need. Keep the ribs stacked over the pelvis. That helps with the balance. Push down through the heel, through the tripod of the left foot. Last one, we'll lift and hold for a moment. Turn to the right. One more time with these skater hops. This time you can add a swing of the arms, a little lightness, smile. Life is hard. We want to smile and stay light so that we can have the energy and the gumption to do what we have to do, to take action where we need. How light can you be in your feet? Still drawing the belly in. A little action all around your core. The more the core works, the stronger it is, the less our joints have to take. 3, 2, and 1. Stay wide with the feet. Turn back to the front of the mat. Here's our twisted crescent. Coming onto the ball of the back foot, start to lean forward with your triple S. Right hand comes down to a block of the floor. Underneath the right shoulder, left hand comes around to that right glute. Keep it lifted as you turn your chest to the left. Reach your left arm up. Maybe relax your ear to the shoulder if that feels good. But feel that right shoulder blade's drawing into the spine. Stay right here or turn it into a supported side plank, rolling onto the pinky edge of the back foot, heel toeing the left foot down in front of the belly, maybe reaching your left arm over, getting that side body love. Good, then we're gonna turn all the way 180 degrees into our side lunges. Adjust your feet if you need. Option to just reach the opposite hand down, or to, again, for a little feedback of your triple S, take the hands behind the head, push the floor up and away, or down and away, I should say, feeling that glute push you up and over to the other side. Good. Turn back to the front of the mat. Step the back foot to meet the front. Sit back into your butt, levitating light body. Inhale. Arms sweep forward and up. Palms face forward. Lift off the heels. And then exhale. Sit back and down. So first, graceful and soft. And then if you'd like to add a little bit more vigor, you can add a hop. Get your breath a little bit more involved. Three, 2, and 1. Take a breath up, inhale, and then 3 sweeps with a loud exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Good. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come down through your heart. Amrita breath. So we take the hands in front of our heart, and then we keep the pinkies and thumbs together as we move the fingers away. Imagine this ball of light, of white light right in front of your heart. Inhale, watch it come up. Lifting the light above you. Open your thumbs and exhale, offer the light out. Bring it back in front of your heart. Thumbs together. White ball of light. Inhale. Exhale, open it up. One more time. Bright, shiny, white light. Lifting it up and offering it out to all those in your community, all those who need it. And then bringing the hands to rest on the heart. Close the eyes, connect to your heart for a moment. Find gratitude for the beats beneath your palms. Find gratitude for your body. No matter what it is feeling or experiencing, it is carrying you through this life. It is holding your spirit. We have so much to thank it for. And then coming onto your seat for one final little breath practice to ground. This is called breath of light. It's pretty simple. You just take 7 sips of air through your nose, hold for a moment at the top and focus at the third eye, and then you exhale out the mouth. So close your eyes, roll your eyes up to focus right between your eyebrows. 7 little sips of air through your nose. And then exhale out your nose. 7 little inhales through the nose. Hold at the top, focus at your third eye. Exhale out your nose. 7 sips of air. Hold. Exhale out the nose. 2 more rounds at your own pace. Beautiful. Hands in front of your heart in prayer. Take another breath in. Open your mouth. Feel that lightness, feel that shift of your energy through your own movement, your own breath. And we will close our practice with a final Om. Take a breath in. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. I hope this practice supports you. Namaste.